Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew. This is episode 2 of Coffee Thoughts. I have a big mug of coffee right here. So grab some Java and join me. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep that as a catchphrase or anything. Yeah, so I actually decided this week to put a little tiny bit of cream in my coffee. I am lactose intolerant, so why I punish myself, I don't know. I do like the taste of cream in my coffee. I only put a couple drops in. I'm generally not lactose intolerant enough that will kill me, and I don't have a lot to do for the rest of the day, so I can take a little bit of a risk, more so than on other days. So let's get into this episode. I've actually just been sick over the last few days. I think I'm filming on Monday. I started feeling sick Wednesday night. I think I fully recovered. It was only like it was a 24-hour, 48 type of thing, stomach bug flu type thing that I got. I did get my flu shot this year, but they did say that if you did get the flu, it was likely that it would be like 24 hours. It wouldn't be too bad and you would get over it quickly. That's kind of what I felt, so that's probably what I had, but who knows, because everything looks exactly the same now, because why define what we have? Who cares? You're sick, go away, get better. I mean, that's better than forcing people to come in and work, I think, when they're sick, but there you go. What's also interesting is like almost every single person I know is sick right now with something. We all got it around the same time. None of us gave it to each other. We all just got it from different sources. I know a couple people who definitely have COVID. To those people, I hope you get better soon, and I hope it isn't too bad for you. Same with everyone else. Just weird that we all got it all at once. So just finished the series Earthlings. That was last week, obviously. Oh, I barely made it through that one. There's a whole bunch of reasons for that. Before I get into that, I guess I made a mistake. So I misscheduled Monday's video. I don't know if you know this or not if you don't put up YouTube videos, but you can pre-schedule when a YouTube video drops publicly. And for some reason, I accidentally set it to Tuesday instead of Monday, and so when I caught it later on Monday, I fixed it and changed and released it then. So my bad. It is up. I am recording this a week before it comes out. That's generally how I do this, so that it gives me ample time to edit and do anything else I need to do. Now, Earthlings. That was a long series. That was a huge series to edit. And actually, it took even longer because I decided that I was going to put timestamps on everything, which meant rewatching all of my videos again for like the third time. Oh boy. So I got it all up, and surprise, surprise, 0 views on most of those videos. Yay! That's okay. I actually didn't expect many views. That's a lot of information about one documentary. I get it. Again, I am very passionate about animal cruelty and how we treat animals. So I wanted to make those videos. Whether I didn't even think they would get views, truth be told. So I'm not actually that surprised. But it is what it is. I would suggest, if you are curious about my thoughts on the documentary Earthlings, Earthlings basically just goes over different cruel methods we have today in a bunch of different areas when it comes to animals. The big one in that is farming and slaughtering of animals. I know a lot of vegans tout Earthlings as the whole, oh, well, if anyone sees this, they'll have to become vegan. I hate to tell you this, I'm still not a vegan. I still eat meat. And actually, I knew most of the things that happened before I even watched Earthlings. So, but that's all in videos if you want to see them. If you do want to just see a couple videos from that series, I will suggest 2 to watch. The first is it'll be called Earthlings: My Conclusion. That video is actually just an open letter that I wrote. It is full script. I'm just reading off a page because there was so much information I wanted to put in that video that I didn't want to let it free flow like I normally do. So I just read verbatim what I had written. That being said, I think it's like it explains. So I think that when vegans watch, or when vegans watch Earthlings and when I watch Earthlings, we'll all agree that the cruelty to animals is horrible, but we all have a slightly different conclusion on how to fix said problem. Like their answer might be, well, everyone should go vegan because then you don't have to worry about it. I tend to be more of a realist. I don't think everyone's going vegan anytime soon, or vegetarian for that matter. And actually the stats are in, and we're eating more meat now than we ever have before, even though there are also more vegans and vegetarians than there ever have been before too. So I think there's a different thing we can do. So I explain all of that in that letter, including challenging some of their thought processes, including some of my own, and talking about what I think should be done. So I also suggest, if you want, and only if you want, I'm not pushing this. I'm not even going to put an info bubble for this video or anything like that. Just go and check them out if you want to. The other is my best case scenario of what I would eat and how I would get it. That kind of gives you an idea of where I'm coming from with modern food and stuff like that. So go check that one out as well if you want. All right, so this week I'm going to release 2 more videos after this. This one will be released Monday, or well, I say this week. I'm recording it a week early, but the week that this comes out, I will release 2 more videos. One will be Wednesday, one will be Friday, and they're going to be very light and fluffy. I can't do in-depth, deep right now. After Earthlings, I just need a break. My brain needs a break from that. It was very heavy to do all of that, and so I'm going to take it light. I'm also going to push religion back yet again. I know I keep pushing it back. Don't worry, I promise it's coming, and it will be interesting. It'll be fun. That being said, I think I want another week of just light and fluffy instead of going heavy. So one more thing I want to talk about before I end this video, and that is, so I haven't gotten any comments about this on YouTube or anything, but a couple people I know have seen some of my videos and they've made comments about it, and so I'm just going to address it now. And if people say anything later on, I can point them to this video. So I pause a lot and say a lot in a lot of my videos. I get that. I'm fully aware of that, and actually I'm trying to work on it. But I think there are a couple of reasons for this, and before I get into that, I just want to explain my process of how I film my videos. So I write a framework for what I want to talk about, but I'll give this video as an example, right? So I just have on my screen in front of me, I have my window for the camera showing me what I'm recording, and then I have a window of a Word document, and so in that Word document I just have Coffee Thoughts episode 2, 1 bullet, sick, next bullet, Earthlings, next bullet, 2 more videos this week, next bullet, religion push back, next bullet, and that's all I have. So I think for me, with what I'm trying to do here, I think that's the best way to do it. I want it off the top. I want it the most genuine it can be. I find if I write too much of a script, in most cases, it's not as genuine, generally speaking. Now, that being said, there are a couple exceptions. I actually have 2 videos right now on my channel. I'm sure there will be more later, because I think I'm going to do one for the religion section as well. But where I've written a full script, like I've written a letter or a full script, and I'm just reading it verbatim. The first one is the first video I released after my introductions, called Respect. You can go and check it out. Again, I'm not putting info bubbles. I'm not doing anything That's not what this Coffee Thoughts is about. And the other one is my conclusion to Earthlings video. And the reason I did it for my conclusions to Earthlings is because, honestly, there was so much stuff I wanted to put in there, so much information I had to put in there. I knew that if I was just going to have those bullet points, I was going to forget half of it. Generally, when I'm editing a video, I will, like, I rewatch it as I'm editing it, and I'll be like, ah, damn, I should have talked about this. Ah, damn, I forgot to mention this, you know, like. But again, I want it as genuine as possible, as if I'm just talking to someone in the room about it. So unless it is super, super, super important, I'm not going to add it. I have added things to a couple videos just because they are important, but for the most part, I'm just going to let it be as it is and edit it as it is. So as I'm talking, and I know everyone has this. This first part everyone has, but as you're talking, you're also, not subconsciously, but not also fully actively, thinking about what you're going to talk about next. Where I've talked to a couple people, not experts by any means on this topic, just random people that I know when we've talked about this type of thing, and they think I'm weird. I think I'm weird too. If you guys knew what takes place in my brain, oh boy. But so I'm gonna explain this with an example because I can't explain it otherwise, right? So I'm talking to you right now, and my brain is like, okay, what am I gonna talk about next? That's normal, like I said. What my brain does is it splits this argument into like multiple thoughts at once. And so it's not like a free-flowing kind of like, well, it is free-flowing, but it's not like a one linear, oh, talk about this next. Okay, I'll talk about that. It's like my brain decides, like, it's not really different voices, it's really different thoughts more than anything else, but it'll be like, okay, we should talk about this next. No, don't talk about that yet. That'll be better later. So if we talk about this instead, and then, no, we can't do that yet, because if we do that, we have to then talk about this, and then I have to go into this, and then go into that. No. And then, like, these are all voices all at once, by the way. These aren't separate voices. I wish I could do them all at once for you. I'm one person. So the next one is like, no, do this now, and oh yeah, don't forget the stat, and we got to put this in here and do that, and no, that doesn't make sense. Do this now, and that's just what my brain does constantly. It's very good at making when I write, and actually that's where my strength lies, is in my writing. Truth be told, when I write, I can write very, very well because that is a great editing tool for when you're writing. Unfortunately, it's not as nice when you're speaking. So most of the time, I will just make a decision and I will go, let's talk about that in my brain. Like, I'm not actively making that decision. My brain's like, yeah, okay, we'll talk about this next. Sometimes it gets to a point where it's a stalemate, where it's between two ideas or three ideas, and then I do actively have to take a stand and choose what I'm going to say next, and that's generally when I will pause a little bit. I also will pause sometimes just because I am actually very, very careful with what I say and how I say it. The reason for this is I think words have way more power than we give them credit for, and I think as a whole we need to respect them a hell of a lot more than we do. Quite honestly, I think we are very cavalier with a lot of the words that come out of our mouths, and most people should just shut up and think before they speak a little bit. Truth be told. And what has happened over the years with me is whenever I've made that pause, or whenever I'm collecting my thoughts, because there are 8 of them buzzing in my head all at once, oh, this, and bouncing back and forth as to which one is best, people generally think I'm done speaking because I'm taking that pause, and they don't understand that I'm trying to clear my brain and decide what's best to talk about next. So they'll just jump in with what they want to say, because, and fair enough, like I've had these conversations, like I don't think they're in the wrong, because some of my pauses can be a little long. Again, lots of thoughts to go through, and So that's what happened. So what I've done is, because of that, I have always filled the void with an That way my friends know that, oh, and I've told them this, and I've communicated this with them. I'm not afraid to tell them that my brain is, like, wonky, and this is how I think, and I have to deal with it. So I'm like, and even my ex and I had these conversations. And actually, I want to give her a lot of props, because she did a lot to work on, making sure I was finished before she would jump in with something when we were talking. So, good for you. You know who you are. See, did it again. So, I would fill the void with and I would let my friends know, hey, if I say like that, that just means I'm still thinking about something. Let me get my thought out, and then you can jump in. And I am trying to work on changing it. My brain is wired that way. You can't change your wiring overnight, but it is what it is. So that leads me to the last part of this video. I'm thinking about doing something in all of my videos. I'm going to start it here. I want to try and add a positive affirmation for you guys at the end of all of my videos, no matter what the topic. I'm not sure if I'll do it every video, whether I'll do it once a week. I'm not sure yet. I'm teasing out the ideas for my channel. So in closing, I just want to let you know, don't let it go that deep. Just breathe, and you will make it through it. I hope you have a good day and good week, and until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.